Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rusty 78609, and we're in Kingsland, Texas at Buddy's. I just came by here to check on a couple of things, and then now we're going to go do a driving video as soon as this truck gets out of the way, or this pickup. We're going to drive, and we're going to do a Sunday morning drive around Kingsland, Texas. This place right here, Buddy's little corner store here with gasoline pumps and stuff. The gasoline here is $2.11 a gallon. In 12 miles away in Marble Falls, Texas, it's $1.99. But a lot of people don't want to drive that 12 miles, and so they make a little profit off their gasoline. This must be every car in the county here today. But then what we're going to do first is we're going to drive across the new bridge that they built here on Ranch Road 2900. It was washed. The old bridge was washed away in October 2018. They built a new one in about 8 months, which is amazing. I mean, a good one. So we've already seen it. I've done it before, but we're going to see it again because it's Sunday morning, 52 degrees. High today is going to be 80. Perfect day to be out, folks. And something I want to mention, I was going to do, I did a video yesterday of the heater that I got, the little RV heater, electric heater. It's called Asterion, Asterion, and it's a model HX1002, whatever that is. But it's about $42 with taxes and stuff. And I had set that one and the Pelonis that I have now, the little heater I have, small electric like room heater, on the table of my RV, and turned them both on, and you could tell that this one is quieter than the Pelonis that I have. Why am I getting rid of my Pelonis? Because the thermostat did not work. Well, it worked, but it was about a 25-degree range. The reason, but I'm fixing to send this one back, and that's why I didn't post that video that I did yesterday, or I'm not gonna post it, because somebody might think I was doing a review and order the product. I'm not saying the product is bad. I'm just saying that the one I had, here's the bridge right here. This is the new bridge. And the reason the river's low and everything is because they're LCRA, Lower Colorado River Authority, who manages the flood stuff on the river, is lowering the lakes below Buchanan Dam so people can work on their stuff. Anyway, but back to the Pelonis and stuff. As it turns out, last night I used the Asterion, or however you pronounce it, heater, and the reason I got it was because it had a remote. That was the only reason I got it. I'm gonna turn around right here. I'm gonna do one of these 180s. That's a pretty neighborhood right in here. There's all their boat docks right down there in that little canal. Anyway, but the reason I'm returning the Asterion with the remote is because you can't set the thermostat. In other words, you can't set it at 65 degrees and it maintains close to that temperature. It won't let you. In fact, you can't change the temperature at all. Whenever you turn it on, it starts heating, and it doesn't stop heating. It just keeps heating and heating and heating. And I tried it manually because it's got a little button you can touch on the unit itself. No change. I read the instructions, or the destructions, and nothing alluded to a different way to do it other than to touch the plus or the minus to raise or lower the temperatures on the device. But it didn't work. It did not change. But the remote would turn the unit on and off, so that's kind of how I used it last night. I just turned it on and off during the night. And so this morning I got up, waiting for it to warm up a little bit, went outside and got the Pelonis heater that I was fixing to get rid of for the second time. I'll tell you about the first time in a minute. This is River Oaks, I think it's the name of this street here. We're going to go see the Slab, the low water crossing on the Kingsland, or on the Llano River rather. But anyway, I lost my train of thought almost. Asterian's going back. Oh, the Polonis. Yeah, this morning I got up, since I had plenty of time waiting for it to warm up. I got me a little screwdriver and started fooling around with the Polonis and fooling with that little dial for where the thermostat is. And guess what? It works much better now. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's much better. It's certainly keepable, or a keeper, so to speak. And so I'm sending the Asterian back because the one I received is defective. I've seemed like I've had that happen a few times here recently, but maybe it's because I'm too picky. You know, I want things to work. I mean, is that weird? So that's the heater story, and that's the end of that one. Now moving right along here. Here's some good news I got. Very good news, actually. I got a letter in the mail yesterday from the Comptroller of Public Accounts, State of Texas, USA. And on it, it showed that I had some unclaimed property worth a total of $334. And all I had to do was send them a copy of my driver's license and Social Security card, and they would send it to me. So I went to the unclaimed property website, verified that it was legit, and called the 800 number, and they gave me the instructions on what to do. And so, yeah, we're going to do that today. But what it is, it's the unclaimed property is what they call capital credits from co-op power companies. You know, I'm with a co-op power company now, Pedernales Electric Co-op, and every year they issue what are called capital credits, and they build up a little bit year after year, and they do have value. And whenever you close your account, they will actually let you redeem those for cash, and that's pretty good. Well, since I had left the community, it was in Victoria, Texas, there were 3 claims, and left, or maybe I left a forwarding address, but your forwarding address is only good for a year. Then they discontinue it. They start sending the mail back. So what happened was the local electric co-op got the mail back, and then after a certain period of time, they're required to turn that over to the state. And I guess it must be a hell of a long time, because that's been 25 years ago, I'm telling you. Well, anyway, good news. That's good news. That's $335 coming home. The Pixel is $400 going out, so that's a net $70 dog on that exchange. But you know, it's just a flow of money. So I'm going to do the claim stuff tomorrow. Go to the library and print out stuff, and then make some copies and get that in the mail tomorrow. And I'll also return the Asterian deal, the heater, and I'm also returning the third Pixel 3a XL, and I will receive the 4th on when? Tuesday or Wednesday. Oh, and also the girl from Pixel customer support in the Philippines actually called me today. Can you believe that? But she called me this morning and wanted to know if everything was okay, and that I was going to send the Pixel I have, return the Pixel I have now, and get another one. I said yes. And I said, you know, if it works, I have no problem with it. If it does everything I expect it to, and that y'all say it will, then I have no problem. But I do have a question. What if this 4th phone does not work? I mean, do we just keep doing this? And she said, no. What we will do, we'll send it up again for a customer remorse refund. The first customer remorse refund for me was declined, and then they're sending me another one. So, but I did send them a list, like a shopping list of everything that had been wrong with the other phones, and she assured me that they had used that list, and they would make sure that all of those items worked on my new phone. I said, okay, so you know, we're good to go. So with that in mind, what else can I tell you? It's a pretty drive right through here. This is a good Sunday morning drive. This is a old Llano riverfront neighborhood that has been here for 80 years or more. It really got popular in the 50s and 60s. 1950s and 60s. And these houses are, you know, some of these houses have to be 60, 80 years old, I'm telling you. But they got them wedged in there along the river. They're not as expensive. Some of them are expensive. Some of them are, you know, $1 million homes. But the ones out there where I live on the Colorado River, yeah, you get housing on the Colorado River out there, or the Colorado arm of Lake LBJ, they call it. That is expensive. Little rough part of the road there. Beautiful day in the neighborhood, guys. Right now it's hanging on 52 degrees right now, but it's supposed to make it to 80, so get going. I'm ready. I love Sunday drives, man. I'm only going 25. I know it seems like in the video I'm going a lot faster, but I can slow. I think I can go slow down to 20. Well, there's a car coming behind me. I'm not sure what the speed limit is here. I think it's 30. Not very fast. Pretty home there on the right. You know, a lot of people retire and then build a new home. I don't know about that. In fact, I have a golfing chum that retired from Verizon and built him a nice big home in a nice area. I mean, a nice home, a big old good one. There's good old big ones and big old good ones. Kingsland, Texas, February the 2nd, 2020. At what? Exactly 10 a.m. Hope this guy behind me isn't in a great big hurry, because I'm sure not. That's an airport out there on the right. They use it for single engine aircraft. There's also some people up here that have some experimental aircraft that they make themselves. You see them flying around occasionally. They've had a few of them crash. Go down the dip here. Let's see. Oh, I got a call from Trackman. Trackman wanted to know if he wanted to go triking this afternoon. I said, fine, about what time? He said, how about around 3 p.m.? I said, well, that sounds good to me, Chief. So I'll do a triking video this afternoon. We'll do it just around the neighborhood. I thought about going over to Llano, but there's not much of a square to do there. And I think I've done a driving video over there, but it doesn't matter. You know, I've done so many videos over the years that, you know, I don't want to duplicate them, but it probably wouldn't matter a bit because most people haven't seen any of them. Because once it's posted and viewed by whatever I get on that video, then I don't think many people go back and say, boy, I want to see that. Or they do a search for it. Not many people do searches for Llano, Texas. This old boy is kind of getting up on my bumper here. I'm going to see if I could. Well, I can't pull over though. Well, the speed limit's 30. I'm going 30. I guess he's just going to have to eat it. Here we go. Maybe I can pull over right here and let this old boy go by. Let old Speedy go by here. See if he will. Go ahead there, cowboy. Now a little peace and harmony prevails. Wonder why it bothers people to have somebody right on their bumper. But it does. But certainly bothers me anywhere. If I'm out on the interstate and somebody's right on my bumper, I often want to get out and walk back here and ask them why they do that. There's a lane open on the left, guys, on the interstate. What does that got to do with anything? Nothing. These houses out here are a little lower price, so to speak. I hear something rattling. I'm not sure which container it is. Whoops, watch out, Rusty. Mario Andretti coming around that turn there. Sunday morning coming down. Johnny Cash. I've talked about that many times. I wonder who wrote that song. Chris Christopherson or Johnny Cash or somebody else. Bump, bump. Yeah, they have water out here. It's Kingsland Municipal Utility District, and the water line runs on one side of the street. So if you build on the other side and you need water, then they got to dig a trench across the street. It just creates a bump, that's all. We'll go down here and cross the slab and turn around and come back, and I'll end the video about that time. That'll be about right. There's a lady running for Justice of the Peace, Precinct 3, called Dot Wooten, or W-O-O-T-E-N. So y'all get down here and vote. Here we go to the Slab in Kingsland, Texas, a real hangout for people, particularly in the summertime. But they pretty well closed it off. I mean, you see that fence there on the right goes all the way down to the river, or almost. I don't know if that helped them any or not. You got trash cans here now. They never had those before. But that is the Llano River, mostly spring fed. But when they get some heavy rains up above here, and that's all granite you see out there. Well, that's sand there, but I mean the pink stuff, that pink granite. Oh, that water is crystal clear and it's ice cold, even in the summer. But this river has been as wide as all the way up here. I'll show you. Right up here, it's been up to this level all the way across. Yeah, not quite, right here. It's amazing. It looked like the Mississippi. That was when they had the big flood in 2018. Two rivers were flooding at the same time, and both of them converge in Kingsland, Texas. One is the Llano River, and the other one is the Colorado, and they were both at flood stage, and Kingsland just got put underwater. First time that's happened, as far as we know. So now we'll go back across, ladies and gentlemen, and you'll be very impressed that we talked about the heater. I got my old Polonus is back in its spot. I feel better and it feels better. That reminds me, if you have some old stuff like heaters and stuff, you can repair some of that. I mean, this is the second time I've almost gotten rid of that Polonus. The first time was something needed to be reset. I didn't know it. It wouldn't come on. I turned it on, it wouldn't do nothing. I unplugged it, put it outside, thinking I was going to throw it away. And I got on the internet and checked. Somebody said, well, you let it sit out for 30 minutes and then plug it back in, it'll work. And I did. It worked. And that's said about that. Unclaimed property. Old Rusty's coming into some bucks. $334 US. Takes 10 days to get it. Not bad. And I got my old buddy Trackman coming by today. So that life has taken a severe turn for the better. And that's the way life is. It turns on a dime. Good and bad. So anyway, guys, from on the slab or just passing the slab, this is Rusty78609 saying, thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye-bye, buy anything you want, anytime. But if you think about it, use the link to Amazon products in the description of all of my videos. Why? It doesn't cost you a penny. It's a little inconvenient, I know. But anyway, drink plenty of water. 3 or 4 quarts a day won't hurt you. It's good for you. It'll help you avoid gout, kidney stones, also help you lose weight because you'll be full of water. You won't want to eat so much. And the only way to really lose weight is eat less. That's it. What else? Take deep breaths. Breathe in really deep. Hold it for a few seconds through your mouth or your nose. Doesn't matter. Just take a deep breath. Hold it and breathe out slowly. Do that several times a day. Why? That relieves stress. And relieving stress lowers your blood pressure. Is that good for you? Well, check it out. And then what else? Stand guard at the door of your mind. Do not let negative Ned or negative Nancy get inside of your head. Just don't. It's your head, your brain, your frontal lobes, your consciousness. Don't let anybody dump trash in your mind. Do not do it. You know, don't let the media get in there. But anyway, guys, enjoy your Sunday. I'm going to enjoy mine. We'll go triking later on and finish this baby out. And it's just a beautiful day to be alive, ain't it? Adios, amigos. Bye-bye.